I think a couple of years ago, you sat down. I don't know if Vlad was on your guys' show, but you specifically, kind of put his feet to the fire a little bit when you asked him, and pretty much said that he perpetuates and fuels a lot of the negative aspects of hip hop. What's your thoughts on that today?
I think a lot of these, a lot of the media platforms do that. There was one, and we talked about it. There was one particular interview that I watched on Vlad that didn't sit well with me, and we spoke about it, and it was interesting to learn that it didn't sit well with him either. So I think when we're talking about hip hop and chronicling these tales and just all of the urban myths and legends in hip hop, some people are gonna, some people are going to romanticize it. Some people are gonna, tell you the brutal, honest truth about things. I just always want to see advancement, and I know that there's going to be missteps with any venture, with any plight. But when it comes to Black people, when it comes to hip hop culture, like, I personally, I take things personal. Like, I never want to see anyone misusing the culture to our detriment. I can't, I can't say it enough. Like, I'm tired of us being the content creators and the content makers and not the capitalizers. So if if I feel like I see people benefiting from the culture that are not, I guess, putting in that same energy, I'm gonna feel away. But one thing I will give one thing I will give credit to Vlad for, there is a lot of positive stuff that he does do that I think goes unrecognized. Like, if you're into stocks, like his whole stock section is very good, very informative. Of course, it's not going to get the same clicks as who shot who beefing with who baby mother fucking who, but there are positives on his platform, and I recognize, like, okay, you gotta take the bad with the good.
Absolutely. Another platform that we talk about on here a lot is Revolt TV. Now, let me be clear. When I first saw Revolt TV and Diddy dropping it a couple years back, I loved the idea. I loved the concept. I was like, yo, this is dope. I'm down for Revolt. Then a couple years go by, you don't really hear much. It's like, all right, Revolt, whatever, you don't see much. And then probably like the last year or so, I'm not going to lie, Revolt gets on my damn nerves. I'm really not rocking with it. What do you think about Revolt?
I think they just need, I guess just need to get more serious about creative programming, or what do you call it, original programming. Have to put in the groundwork to create that content that's going to keep people coming back. Like, there's so many writers and content creators out here. Give them a shot. Like, designate some days where you might have some scripted television or some reality television or something, something that you can, I guess, create the opportunity for Black content makers. That's why I salute Tyler Perry. Everybody got their opinions and their feelings about him, but he keeps Black actors and actresses working. Yeah. So you have to be on it like that. If we're gonna talk about ownership, if we're gonna talk about building our own tables instead of trying to get a seat at the table over there, then you gotta set the table.
Yeah, we've seen Roma Khan. I don't know if you noticed, or the CEO of Revolt, Roma Khan, resigned today. She put in her resignation. She was.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, she's no longer there. She was the head of some criticism back when you had women, Black women, saying that she felt that they were intimidated, or she was intimidated by them, often not giving them opportunities and things like that. We've heard this in Revolt before. Like you just put, well said. We need to have young Black creators, young Black content creators in there kind of moving it along, passing the torch to have it going and make that go. You see Diddy talking about it can come home, but it's like, come home to what? What are you doing over there? I really don't understand it. Do you think that there needs to be, what do you think about Diddy and his, I don't know, to the best of your knowledge, his hiring process of Black men and females within Revolt TV?
I don't know anything about that.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, I'm not knowledgeable enough to know what's going on behind the scenes over there to give an opinion either way. I mean, I think, but I mean, I will say just in general across the board, you know, if we're gonna have conversations about hiring Black writers and content creators and stuff, we gotta have those same conversations about women. You know, there are a lot of dope, talented women out here that you know, that's another fight in itself. It's already one fight, you know, being Black. It's another fight being a Black woman, and it's a fight being a Black man. But it's definitely, you know, aside from the race wars, you also have, unfortunately, you got gender wars going on out here too, and that's something that isn't even a color thing. That's just, you know, we're just considered less than regardless.
What's it like working with such a polarizing, controversial figure like Lord Jamar? I mean, I'm sure
he get on my goddamn nerves. No, I mean, you know, that's big bro. You know, he's strong in his spot, and he definitely got his you know, he got his ideologies, and he can be stubborn and bullheaded at times, but you know, I don't back down either. I don't duck fades either. So it's like, bring it. If I disagree with you, I'm going to disagree with you. Either you're going to yell over me and talk over me, or we just going to be yelling over each other. But you know, I'm not just letting anything fly.
Absolutely. Now, is Godfrey with y'all now?
Yes.
How's it working?
Godfrey should be sitting there laughing at us. Godfrey should be sitting there like, oh boy, bro and sis fighting again, because we definitely be locking horns.
Yeah, man, it's entertaining.
But that's my guy though. Like, I know, I ain't gonna say we put on a show, because no, we really be meaning what we saying on the show. But like outside of that, like we talk all the time. Like that's really big, bro. Like we can literally like laugh at each other all week long, and oftentimes I already know what's coming, because we usually pregame prior to getting on the show. Like a couple of times we didn't prepare in advance, and we really had some crazy ass falling out, because it'll all come out on camera. But usually when we pregame, we'll kind of get all of the grrr out in advance. So by the time we're actually on camera, we can kind of get through the conversation.
Dope.
Yeah, well, appreciate having you on today, Rah Digga.
My goodness.
Blessing on today. Let the people know where they can find you. Obviously, the guy cast and all that, if you may, please.
Absolutely. Well, on social media, you can find me on Instagram at The Real Rah Digga. You can find me on Twitter at The Real Rah Digga. My website, rahdiggamusic.com, is basically where you can find everything. So rahdiggamusic.com, exactly how it's spelled. That all my music, videos, future shows, like whatever's going on, news, press. That's basically your go-to source for all Rah Digga everything. But definitely I would, and Facebook, Rah Digga Music. I definitely encourage y'all to follow me on Twitter. I think I'm the most active on Twitter. Facebook kind of gets I guess the Instagram posts just kind of carry on over to Facebook. Very rarely do I just update status on Facebook, but Twitter, like, you will literally get my brain in progress on Twitter.
So definitely follow you there. Well, I could be definitely one to say you check one off my list today, Miss Rah Digga. Thank you so much for coming on the platform, for spending a little under an hour with us. You're more than welcome. Like I said, you're in, I think, up North Jersey. We're in South Jersey. When all this shit's said and done, we'd love to have you come down here on us, man, to come sit with us in our studio. Come check out the studio. Definitely appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Appreciate you. Thank y'all for having me.
Much success to you. Thank you.
Pleasure's